Oh, God. Yeah. Looks like your average set of kitchen knives.
Oh, no, mine are better. Kitchen knives you wash every day. These ones you clean once a year.
Oh.
And do you know, they only cleaned it once a year because they had to oil the handle. Because it's a wood handle. That's the only time they cleaned it. So, yeah. Oh, see, this one even has a little bit of maggots left over on it. See? See? Yeah. Oh, and they're real sticky. See, I picked them out of the garbage this morning just for you. Do you want to see them? I mean, they're really good. No, really. Look. Oh, yeah. They're really good, and they're still moving. No? No? Oh, it's good. Well, son, I think we should probably take your arm off. Yeah? Okay, he's wounded. Let's wound him then. Okay. Wounded. Okay. He's wounded. He's been in a bar fight. Somebody stabbed him. Who was it? Nobody? Oh, maybe he was shot. Well, he's shot in the forearm here. In 1860, much as today, if you needed to have this arm removed, they would take off as little of the arm as they could. Today they do it because there are better prosthetics today. There are myoelectric arms and different things that you can use, and they are fitted individually. In the old days they took out as little as they could because they knew that you might have 2 or 3 more surgeries when you got gangrene and they needed to go higher up and take off more and more and more. Yeah, we did that. And I wanted to show you the bullet that you might have got shot with. You see, this is a mini bullet. So that is the bullet, and it's soft lead. This soft lead, and there's another one, a small round bullet. This is a mini ball. This goes in the top of a cartridge. In the rifle, when you loaded the rifle, you had to hide. If it was a very large battle in a big house like this, they'd have commandeered one of the big rooms, taken a door off one of the rooms, put it across 2 sawhorses, and used that for the operating table. Getting sick yet? Now, since it's just his arm, and he's an officer, I'm going to try and save his arm. But too bad, it looks like it's not going to be able to be saved. It's kind of hanging there, or woodling there. So there's nothing we can do about it, so we're going to have to start by removing it. Now, you tell me if it's getting to be too much, because we can excuse you from duty. Get that, officer? Okay. We'll start with one of the knives. Tell me when. And I might have to use this one too. And in that day, like today, what we would do is cut just above. On the top, I'd use the knife to get down through the skin, the fascia, and muscle. When I got to bone, sorry, did I bleed? Yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm bleeding. And when I got to bone, I have to use the biggest saw and saw the bone. When I got through the bone, you go back to the knife and cut the rest of the muscle and tissue off, but you leave the bottom layer of skin on. You leave like a flap. You cut here and down, and you leave a flap. You take all this away. You have to sew off the bleeders like they do today, otherwise they're just bleeding.
At all?
She wants you to have more booze. Well, he's an officer. I'd have given what I had. Sometimes it was just booze. Sometimes, if we were lucky, we had proper anesthesia, but we'll get into that. I'm going to give it to her so she shuts up. And we put the flap down the bottom. We've closed off the bleeders. We've tied off the tendons. He stopped bleeding. We're going to now fold that bottom piece of skin up over and sew it so it covers the stump. After some time, he may have to have another surgery because I've noticed that he's got streaks. First of all, they're red going up the arm, then it's getting dirty, dusky brown or bluey brown, and eventually it'll be black, and then I have to take it off. But in that meantime, it'll be starting to smell. And the smell alone would be something you would know. You would tell me, you know, it's time. You would probably not feel a lot of pain at that time. You might not. But you might even have what's called phantom pain from the arm I took off. You might say you can still feel your fingers. The next time I went in, I would cut at the elbow and take the rest off. And I may even have to go a 3rd time, each time shorter. Okay. I think that's enough that you can take today. All right, so wipe up your blood. And it comes off, it's mostly soapy water and food coloring, so you don't need to wash it off.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yay, Bri! Way to go.
Did I get anything
Now,
on my
this-
shirt? Or
No, not your
This
shirt.
is the amputation kit. You must
I'm going
go
to the
inside
casino
and
later,
see
so I
the
can't go
original
looking.
that's upstairs. They have an original from Kingston, I believe.